Because I've been reading a book called Stop Selling Music by a guy called Damien Keyes, who is also coming on the podcast. And he suggests that bands should not bother with CDs anymore because fans only buy them as a souvenir, as I do myself. Like, if I like a band, I will buy the CD, but I'm never going to listen to it. I'll just put it away. And that money, he argues that money could be far better spent on other merch, because you're not really selling your music anymore. You're doing your music because that's what people like, but you're not selling it. You're selling merchandise. You're selling tickets. Everything else around the music is what you're selling, not the music.
Depends how you do it. Like, I know that a Joker's Rage have just done the pre-sale, so if you're getting it before anybody else, you're gonna whack it on, aren't you? So I guess that way, or printing even a limited amount.
I just never really thought about it, and I just thought I would consider not doing it, because if it costs like, I don't know, better part of $1,000 to do 500 or 1,000 CDs, what else could you spend that money on? Exactly, could you spend it on other things that would make you more money in return?
So you're saying give the music away for free and just rely solely on merchandise?
Yeah, and ticket sales and everything else that goes around with it. Depends where you are in your timeline as a band, I suppose, and what kind of following you've got.
We always get asked for CDs, don't we? That's one of the things that we've never had, that everyone gets asked, that we won't always ask for.
If there's two things people are going to buy, certainly at our stage, it's either the shirt, but if they haven't got enough for both, then they're going to make a choice consciously over the music or the shirt. 9 times out of 10, they've got the shirt. If we've got a new release, well, they're just going to default to buying the new CD. I think it's a bit of a myth, really, that people don't buy music.
Well,
as you and I know,
I was going to say, we got people who would see us for the first time and they would buy the whole back catalogue.
I did
gobble that up.
I did that. It's still in my car. It's still in the Volvo now.
I got a memory of you. You couldn't come to one of our gigs and you were gutted because you had a gig, but you were at the side of the stage live streaming us. Yeah. Someone was live streaming us, so you were watching our gig while you were at a gig.
It was SOS, and it was Sharon McCann. It started live streaming and got a photo with you and stuff. I was like, yeah,
proper little fanboy. Oh, them were the days.
I know.
No, but I think we'll certainly be looking to do CDs. But I think what the emphasis is on now is no plastic, or the environmental impact of it. Which I think is as much of a selling point as the music itself. If people are going to be, thinking that they're buying a responsibly sourced product, how as best you can, because at the end of the day, the CD's still plastic.
Of course, it's just reducing it, isn't it? And you can there's an option to get without the cellophane wrap on.
Well, even just get the cardboard, cardboard ones,
recycled,
rather than the jewel cases and stuff like that.
It's all things to think about, isn't it?
They're just taking it away as a souvenir, and it's gone, like I say, normally gone to my car.
Yeah, see, I've got Bluetooth in my car with Spotify, so as soon as I get in my car, it just continues playing Spotify from whenever I was last listening. And newer cars don't have CD players in them.
No.
So
really,
nah. So there's a huge decline for the use of CDs as time goes on. And younger people youngins don't buy CDs.
Well, I know that.
They're all Spotify or
YouTube
iTunes
and stuff,
or everything. So as time goes, I think it's going to be inevitable that we're not going to. You'll still get your diehard older fans, but at some point there's going to be...
I want CD.
When the young music fans now are old, CDs won't be in their vocabulary at all.
No.
They'll just be...
It's like when you see those memes on Facebook and it's just like, this and a tape, like, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. All right. If you know what this is, you were cool in the 90s or something like that.
What would today's equivalent be with CDs? It'd be CD and, I don't know, like you're going to wipe it or something? Like, the problems.
But like
piece of jam.
Yeah.
But the difference is, like, vinyl's never gone away.
No,
that
came back, isn't it?
That's because it's got a sound that you can't really replicate digitally.
Well, yeah.
So that's kind of its saving grace. Where CDs, they're just impractical.
Yeah.
Like a physical product is like, to us.
I've still got hundreds of DVDs and CDs, and I'm just like, one day I need to go to Cash Generator and get rid of them all.
I mean, I'm on Blu-rays now, but I'm imagining it's going to be the case where everyone's internet is so fast that you just stream everything over the internet in 4K. You just like, press play. I'm watching it. I don't need the physical product. The games, they're all on your Xbox. It comes out, you buy it. Digital download.
My PSN subscription ran out yesterday, and I was like, great, play this new game. Boom, denied. I was like, I wonder why that is. Totally, I need to pay for my subscription again. But all of my games are free from the PSN network. So I'm like, I've got Call of Duty, World War II, whatever, and it's just like, well, I played that to death. So I'm like, my God, I can't actually use it. But yeah, it's all, I've got no physical media to play games anymore.
That's just the way it's going. And what was I mean the other day? There'll be no cash eventually. cash is useless. They're going to be getting rid of 1s and 2p soon in the next few years.
'Cause they smell a lot, don't they?
So is they going to get rid of the 99p then?
Well, it used to be half pennies.
Yeah.
And that became because prices went up. Like, no one was dealing in that law of currency, so it's pointless. And it's going to get to the point now where we don't need.
So everything's just going to be 1 pence more expensive. Then it's not going to be.
Well, yeah,
because
it's
95 pence
£6
now.
I'm not paying.
Yeah,
that.
it'll be going 95 instead of 99, so it might come down.
Yeah, it might probably go £1.5, wouldn't it?
Everything will just be card. Everything will just be card.
Yeah.
The whole you buy most things on card anyway, don't you?
Yeah,
I do.
I rarely carry cash.
I like having money in my pocket. I kind of feel like I know what I'm doing when I've got the money in my pocket.
I'm the same. I prefer using cash. I prefer CDs, but I've adapted to the way things are going because it's just easier.
Yeah.
like vinyls. I love vinyls. You get the huge posters, you get all the artwork, you get more information in it because they can fit more in it. CD was kind of less and smaller.
Mm-hmm.
When now, you can't do that with MP3. There's no 1965 re-release MP3. It just it's all worn out. You don't get that, do you? So it's kind of lost in that way. And for young people, there is no connection to the artist. Sometimes it's just click play. They don't even look at the picture. They just listen to the product.
I'm guilty of that.
I listen to Spotify on the way here, and I've just put the daily mix thing on.
Yeah.
And I had my maps on, so I've got no idea I was listening to.
But at least that's a good way of exposing you to new music, though, that you wouldn't have other way. I love Spotify for that.
Yeah,
It recommends
definitely.
stuff that you wouldn't otherwise have discovered.
And it is pretty similar to what you already kind of
but
listen
sometimes
to.
it's bands that you didn't know. Some bands that completely passed you by at the time.
Yeah.
Or bands that you forgot about.
Well, I had that today. Scar the Martyr, Jerry Jordan's band. I was
There
like,
you
oh
go.
god. And I think I bought Metal Hammer and the CD was in it, and I listened to that to the point that the CD cover had started peeling off, and I was like, oh, that's strange. I really, really like that. I must get round to buying it. And then it came up my Discover Weekly today, and I was like, oh, Scar the Martyr. I was like, boom, add to playlist.
How old are you both?
I'm 32 next week.
I'm 35.
Okay. So do either of you remember...
You'll be nearly 40 now, are you?
Coming up 39.
Hey!
Cassette tapes.
Yeah, I had cassette tapes.
do
I've
you-
still got cassette tapes.
Yeah, well, that's why I was like,
Yeah.
I remember
Tapes
the
wearing
struggles.
out.
Yeah.
And just suddenly
Or just
tape
jamming
coming out of
in the whole thing when you pull it out and the tape's inside the thing. Oh.
That's why when I used to buy a new cassette tape, I would copy it and listen to the copy and keep the original separate. Because I don't know if it was just mine, but every so often it would just start chewing up the tape for no reason. Just can't afford to be doing this. But cassette tapes, I mean,
Or VHS as well when you
VHS?
get that line. When your tape was gone on the off, I'm going, definitely have to buy another copy of this, because if the line's going.
Yeah. Back when pause meant some kind of dance.
Yeah, aye.
Oh yeah.
I remember when pause DVD was the first time. I'm like,
Yeah, actually paused.
Like a photo.
yeah, it was a photo. Yeah. Whoa.
But you couldn't go back. Those are things where you could never go back. Like once you went from VHS to DVD.
Yeah. No.
VHS. And then it was 4K Blu-rays. After I can't do DVDs now. I'm on
Really?
Blu-ray.
I've not really had much.
As soon as I got a 4K TV, that was like, well, I'm not going back now.
Your TV. I don't like your TV.
Why?
Because
Thanks.
but I figured out what it is. There's you've got true motion detection on or something. You need to turn it off because it makes it look like you're in a TV set. It makes it look fake.
No, he's right. You do need to turn it off.
Everyone
knows that you turn that setting off.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to.
Because
I'm not
it
even
just
aware of
looks
this.
too real. It looks like there's no gloss on it. There's no thing. Yeah, this is a production. It's just there's a camera in the room. You're watching a soap and it's just that's my living room. But you turn that off. There's a little bit more sort of show to it.
All right, I wasn't aware of this.
True motion. I'll write it down.
Yeah, write it down.
Because I was around someone else's house and I was like, this is really doing my head in.
You should have said, and I would have done it.
I brought you up on it many times. I'm like, I was like, there's something about your TV.
Do you mean at my old house or the new house?
Both?
Because it's a new TV at the new house.
Both, mate.
Oh, you
need
should have
to
said.
turn
You
that
should have
setting
said.
off.
You should have said.
I
I would've
definitely
done it.
have. I'm like, Mark, there's something wrong with your TV. It's good. It's
Right,
sharp.
I'm gonna message you later.
it looks a bit pretend.
I'll remind me what it is and I'll do it.
Okay.
Then I'll watch it and I'll let you know what I think.
Okay.
It'd be like, dude, you've ruined my TV.
Yeah, you'll hate it now. You'll hate it, but
Can't watch Coronation Street now.
You'll love it or you'll hate
I don't
it.
feel like I'm in the room anymore.
I'm not in the Rover's Return.
But I'm glad you had my back on there, Tech.
Yeah,
Thank
well
you.
done. It's true. They actually call
Tech.
it the soap opera effect as well.
Ah, there we are. See.
Ah.
Because when you watch a soap, it's like you feel like you're actually there.
Yeah.
And it's corny and it's a bit silly. When you're watching like a film, like James Bond or something, like you want it to be like a film. It looks a bit sketchier, but it just makes it.
So this mode, does it ever have a use? When should it be on? Never.
I suppose not. Yeah.
It's probably down to personal preference.
Okay.
But my advice would be to try to turn it off.
Turn it off.
Right.
Okay. That's our personal
That's from the
preference.
tech man.
I'll go into my Samsung settings and I'll try and find it.
Yeah. Yeah. Glad we covered that because I've been around friends' houses. I'm like, do you know what? Your TV's just like Mark's TV. It's like, I don't know what it is.
Actually, I do know what it is.
I have a little Google, it's like, and it works. Boom. I'm like, there we are.
Right.
It's better.
I'm trying that tonight when I get back.
Yeah.
Because the other thing is obviously with the 4K TV is the sound bar. That was the other. Because speakers are normally pretty good in TVs these days anyway. But it came with it as a deal. But as soon as I turned it on, I was like, whoa. It like somehow manages to, like, you know, we used to have like 5.1 surround, where you had like 14 speakers around your room.
100 meters
It
of
somehow
cable.
manages to recreate that with just a bat. Well, the Samsung, I don't know about the other ones, but Samsung, it's amazing. It's just like you turn it. Sometimes I turn it off and I go, oh my god, that's terrible. Turn it on. Wow. Especially for like watching like music videos or like live concerts or football. The sound is just incredible.
Have you got a soundbar?
No.
Have you got a soundbar?
Yes.
They are worth it.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I didn't realise until I experienced one. I was just like, oh my god.
So you're not messing around with tens of meters worth of bloody 5.1 surround. Oh, it only reached there.
Well,
The back of the room's over there.
And because mine are both Samsung, it just connects Bluetooth. I don't know wire.
Yeah.
You just turn it on, connect wirelessly. It's like brilliant. And first TV, having YouTube built into the TV. It's like, yes.
I've got it on the PlayStation, but yeah.
Just not having to like load something, because it used to be like I'd put it on my phone and then cast it to my TV.
Oh yeah.
That kind of worked, but what a world we live in now.
What a fascinatingly modern world we live in.
But we're the only ones who remember what it was like before all this shit. Like I remember when I was a kid just going outside and playing because there was fuck all else to do.
Aye.
You know, you don't really get that anymore.
No.
Like parents have got to struggle now to keep them off screens,
Get them out their bedrooms.
or they're giving them screens because they're lazy. So
I quite like it when the kids are like, "Mum, can we play Fortnite?" And they're like, "No, go out and play." Oh, okay, and you know exactly what's happening. They're going around their mates and going, "So and so's mum won't let us play Fortnite. Can we play Fortnite at yours?" And they all collectively go and ask that mother of that, "Can we play Fortnite?" No, and there's just this gang going around the neighbourhood looking for somewhere to play Fortnite.
well, it's exercise.
And then the streetlights come on, and it's home time. And go home and play Fortnite. But yeah,
But it's a different world now, isn't it? I don't think there are as many kids playing out these days. Partly because maybe it's not as safe as it used to be,
No.
according to some people. But
Well, you don't know, do you?
you just don't know. I don't have kids.
I heard it wasn't safe in our day, but I was that right?
I never noticed anything, and I grew up
probably
in.
just
I
'cause of
grew
our
up.
own stupidity, really.
Yeah.
I grew up Wallsend and Cromlington.
That's where I grew up in Crompton.
There you go. And I had no.
I used to look
I had no
around
problem.
Beacon Lane, that's why I used
There you
to.
Maybe you two played with each other, you just don't know about it.
Maybe.
Yeah. Don't know.
I had no bother at all.
No, I didn't. Well,
I knew
Apart
like
from this
people
one guy
to
called
avoid,
Frank.
and I knew places to avoid.
but it was Beacon Lane.
Yeah.
That's not where I was from. I lived in North. I lived in Northburn, but I hung around with all the.
Northburn. Now, wasn't that the original name for?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to call the first band Northburn.
That's not. That wouldn't be a too bad band name.
Yeah.
I was talking about this to someone the other day. Band names aren't really that important, because if you're good and you get fans, they just get used to your name, whatever. Like if I take if Pink Floyd didn't exist and I said I think we should call our band Pink Floyd, you'd be like, what?
Yeah, I know.
What?
I know exactly what you mean. I mean, the Beatles, for example, that's a really shit name for bands.
It's fucking
It's
terrible.
a terrible name, but it means something. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
They attach themselves to the music, really, and the members of the band, not generally the name. It's just something to call it.
Yeah.
We
I
went
used
through
to
loads of names,
like.
didn't we?
I used to
we did.
obsess over it, and like obviously we took ages to choose when we changed from Dynamo to Dynamo. My God, we could not
It
agree
took
on
too long to
anything.
change from Dynamo, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true. But we just couldn't agree on anything. We couldn't decide anything, and it was literally the last name. It was like, well, this is the only name we haven't sort of talked about, and everyone was like, yeah, that works. And
Yeah,
we just-
and that's all it was.
And then we never after that we never thought about it again. It was just nothing. But where did Lords of Ruin come from?
Well, we were.
I like that name. It's a good
It was
name.
originally Northburn, and then we were going to be called Against the Empire, but we found
That's got to be done. That's got to be
it
done.
wasn't. We seen a gig. I think it might have even been a Trillions, and it was a band called Escape the Empire. We're just like, nope,
Yeah, that was it.
that's it. That's out the window. And we were just bouncing tons of words and just crap.
You know it's bad when you go to those websites and you're like
bandname.com
randomize. What about these ones? Nope. Yeah, how did we end up with?
It was just in the group chat. We were just bouncing tons of stuff round, and it was loads of this, loads of that, and someone said loads of ruin. Just like, yeah, that sounds cool.
It does. It's kind of like the Lords is like a good part of it, and ruin is like.
Yeah, I think
I like being a lord.
Yeah, there's a bit of an identity with it, which is nice.
Yeah,
and we've got our lords and ladies, our fans.
Yeah,
all our ladies fans, ladies.
Well, lords and ladies there. Rather than
Lordesses.
Oh, lord and lady fans.
Lord, yeah, but they're lords and ladies.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I don't know what is lords male?
I think it can be.
Yeah. I don't know what
female
it's a female version of that or not.
I don't know.
It's like actor and actress. Why can't
they like to be called actors now?
Actor should just be a word for someone who acts, no matter what they are.
I think that's what they did do, didn't they? Certainly in America, I've heard.
I think they're trying to sort of swear that over.
Yeah.
But in other respects, everything's trying to be more diverse. But there has to be this, and there has to be this, and there has to be this, and this, and it's like no.
Like trans actor.
Everything's getting so complicated though.
It is. It's too complicated.
Some things where
I don't mind what people want to do. Like just do it.
When you listen to the news and stuff, there's so much like debate and argument over so many different things. I have to tune out sometimes now, and I just can't.
Stop watching the news.
That's it. You just think I'll wait till the dust settles, and then I'll assimilate whatever's been decided because I really don't care. And you just
like I was quite interested in Brexit for about the first 9 months, and then I just got. This is dragging on now.
Let's not get on to Brexit.
No, I'm not going to go into that.
But not because I'm particularly versed in how to discuss it, but it's just Brexit.
But now it's kind of embarrassing. Like we must be an embarrassment to all other countries.
The whole world.
Yeah, it's just like what the fuck are these guys doing? It's so British of us as well to like not be able to agree with us or something. It's like no, we want this, but we don't. Yeah, but we want this, but we don't.
Yeah. Whatever.
But it could be worse.
They'll do what they want anyways. There's no we can do.
Yeah. It could be worse. We could have Donald Trump.
We almost have now.
We almost have. He's like Boris is like a caricature almost of Donald Trump.
Yeah, Donald Trump's
sort of
cousin.
Easy characters to make fun of.
Yeah. Not a position I'd want to be in though.
Oh God, no.
But
I don't know why anybody would want to be in that position. Like one of the most hated people in the country.
I think that's something our generation is actually missing out on. If there's anything our generation needs to be sort of trying to focus on is trying to crack into politics because we're sat here thinking, oh, we've got great ideas, but we can't actually implement anything. No. And unfortunately, there's a totally entirely different generation. For reasons they have their own political agendas because they've been brought up the way they have.
Well,
and if you and I were in office or whatever, we might have a different way of looking at how to run the country.
But it's also about being open to new ideas and like maybe changing your mind about what you thought before. Whereas I think it's really bad. I've said
just deciding something and just
or
going with
just
it.
Voting. Well, my dad voted that, so I'm going to vote that without any thought behind it. Just that is really not. I think that's terrible for the country. You want some coffee?
Alright, please, mate. Thank you, sir.
No worries.
Yummy.
Yeah, like I wonder about younger people. How much attention are they paying, or are they just going to be?
And I think this is why, we're switching off and we're just leaving it to those people who are in that position already. And those that are going to supersede it are always going to be. I mean, sort of private schoolers, and not that there's anything wrong with private school and all that, but there's going to be a certain sentiment to the way that they want to do politics.
Yeah. And also, there's no real role models.
Tell you what, should we sack the band off and just go into politics?
No.
No. The Lords are here. We'll take over.
Yeah. But there aren't any like real role models in it either.
No.
Because they're all either corrupt or they're just not very good at their job.
What about that?
Or they're just full of shit.
That Scottish lass.
Nicola Sturgeon.
No. Marry someone?
She likes to have a kick off.
She's always self-righteous, and everyone's like, like, share, brilliant, great.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Mary Black, is it?
Something like that, yeah.
Could be totally wrong.
But it's going to need someone young with opinions who's making sense, who's not full of shit.
Yeah, well, she's
to them.
Here's me saying I'm not well versed at politics.
We've got him going.
I'm sure she's like 30 something. She's. Yeah.
And
everything I see of hers.
Yeah, because you always imagine them as old farts who like, why would I give a shit what they think?
Well, yeah.
And all these positions of power, you typically in the past were always by older people.
But they seem to go from like kind of they've got no life experience. They gone from like school to uni,
haven't had proper jobs.
Yeah, into politics. So they're fighting for the people. They've got no idea like how they lived at all. Like in the first place.
You know, Kevin Bridges, a Scottish comedian.
Oh, I love him.
He's talking about, this was a few years ago when David Cameron was in it. He's like saying same things. Like he's come from a privileged background, you know, not really done any real work. And you're like, I bet David Cameron's never pissed a skid mark off a toilet at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
I think, is that not the one where like,
I can't get this. This is ridiculous. I'm going to reload here.
David Cameron's never woken up with the sole objective, with nothing else to do today other than to piss that skid mark. I'll tell you what, get a bit of a semi on and get some pressure behind it.
or the what was it? The campaign for self-esteem was to like give people jobs.
Oh yeah,
non-paying jobs like working in the pound shop.
Poundland signed up, didn't they?
Yeah. But where like unpaid, so where everything's worth £1 except you.
I'm gonna go and see. I forget his name. You know that comedy club. Oh God, I'm gonna have to come back to it now. I've totally forgot his name.
Welcome to the Memory Show.
Is that a Gary kid?
No, it's he's from Liverpool, Scouse.
Oh,
hiya mate.
Is he the one that talks to the crowd all the time?
Yeah, he's the compare.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like he regularly up here? Or do you mean the guy who's got famous online?
Online, yeah.
Yeah. All he does, he doesn't really do. Is that the guy?
He's a compare, yeah.
He doesn't really do like a routine. He just talks to the people at the front and just like takes the piss out of them, and that's become his act. He's really funny.
Totally his name, but I'm gonna go see him.
That kind of where's he playing at?
Newcastle.
Ah, what's the venue?
The Thingy House in Newcastle. What is it? Not the Opera House. I only know there's a couple of theatre. Is it?
Which theatre?
I don't know. It's not the O2. It's like it's it's a building.
Come on, man, give us a clue.
Like a fairly decent venue, like a like Riverside or
go hit me some venues.
Or well, he should know
the City Hall.
City Hall, that's the one.
Jesus. What did you say first?
Something house.
Theatre house or something.
something theatre house. What the theatre? No, not the theatre. City Hall. Aye. City Hall. Aye.
House Hall.
Not the theatre.
It's a great venue. That. I'm so glad we've still got one.
I say, well, yeah. There's not a bad seating there. I've been to see loads of shows there. You're sitting right at the back, and you see
back in the day. That's what all the big bands used to play.
I know. I've seen a few people. I've seen Vi and Satriani there a few times.
Yeah. Most cities, their City Hall is no more, or it's been used for somewhere else.
Yeah, I'd love to play City Hall.
Well, it's because of the O2 Academy as well. That's good.
Yeah,
that's a good size. What does the City Hall hold? Do you reckon? A couple of thousand.
Maybe
I can't even remember the name of it, so don't be looking at me.
I didn't really look around and count either. But it's a mint venue, like proper mint.
Lucky to have it, because the arena. Have you ever been to the arena much?
I don't really like the arena at all.
Depends what it is, but yeah, the sounds are never that good. No. I'd always rather go and see a band in like a small.
I think I've seen Arctic Monkeys there. And
but yeah, when bands get to a certain level, you have no choice if you really want to see them. And
if I go to arena, I like to be standing and just get absolutely trolleyed, and that's.
See, I don't do that anymore because if you pay that much money, I want to be able to fucking remember it. If I get hammered, I'm like, I don't remember. I used to do that at festivals, pay like 150 quid and not remember a fucking thing.
Yeah. that's
back in the early 2000s. The early 2000s when I was in my early 20s, it was like Reading, V Festival, Leeds, like every time, and I was like, I can remember one band.
Welcome to the Memory Show.
It was just one year and it was a really good lineup, and I was like, right, I want to watch all of these bands.
I was back in the day before you could check your phone.
Yeah.
See, what did I do last night?
Your program like this, like on the lanyard. Yeah.
I remember going to the big day out, which was in Milton Keynes in '99, and that was when I just got a phone. Late was it 98, 99 when everyone's got the phones.
Everyone got the mobiles.
It was an Orange Network, but it was like a Nokia 3310, I think it was.
Nice.
Pushing the boat out. Like text, phone calls, and Snake.
Yeah, Snake. Snake.
But like the luxury of having a phone is like I'm getting a phone call.
It was texting. I was like, what's this texting? Oh, I'll just text song lyrics.
Oh, yeah. Those first phones, though, we had to press the button 4 times to get the D.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I
could actually
do it. Looking.
Yeah, just like.
And you check, brilliant, got it.
Back then, we were like,
I do have to do that now with predictive. You have to do that now with predictive.
What's that?
Like, check your texts.
Oh, because
have you had some bad ones? He has got some clangers in our time. At some point where 4 out of 20 words, 6 of them have been changed. Like, what's he on about?
He grammar Nazis me all the time, but honestly, he just sets himself up for failure.
Just
he does.
I think we're in an age where
check mine now because you've caught us out too many times on Facebook, and I was thinking, no, I've got to check now before I message.
Yeah.
It's fine in group. That's fine. It can be forgivable.
Yeah, it's funny, but
you've got a certain level of deciphering skills are required. But I think if it's going out,
yeah. Well, I was talking to Caroline Robertson.
Where spelt where wrong.
Yeah,
but where.
I made sure I learned that early on. They, you are.
Is that because of him as well?
No, it was before that. I tried to teach him.
He's as pedantic as me as well sometimes.
I was saying, we had Caroline Robertson on from Radio Cumbria. I don't do any abbreviations anymore. I don't do you or anything like that. I was full words.
Yeah, I'm like that.
It got to a point where I was getting really lazy with it, and I was like, am I going to end up being like this? Am I going to start writing like this?
Writing like Ali G.
Yeah. The B8
the batteries.
No, but it's getting to the point now where we're just talking emojis.
You're right.
Say a whole sentence.
Yeah, I feel like I have to finish whatever I say with an emoji now.
Yeah, you have to. You spend longer choosing your emoji than you did writing the message. It's got to be right. No, I can't think of one.
Having a bad day is feeling. There's a lot of bad days here.
Well, the faces are getting quite advanced now.
Yeah.
It depends what kind of level of attention you want on Facebook, though. Doing the feeling. What sort of attention do I want today?
None of you guys are those type of people who put who put posts like that.
No,
feeling like just for
I just can't
wait for the attention.
It.
Don't talk to someone about it. Don't just put it on Facebook.
I've got this problem, but don't worry.
Facebook isn't life.
I've PM'd you, hun.
That's what they're after. It's just but then people start asking them what's wrong, and they go, I don't want to talk about
nothing.
It. What the fuck did you post about it in the first place?
I'm taking a break from Facebook now. I've got things that no one cares.
48 hours later.
Take a break.
I'm back now.
I couldn't stay away. Went for shit and now I'm back.
Forget that they said that. It never happened.
Well, they go because they go to the toilet and get their phone out. What's Facebook saying? Oh, fuck.
But can you remember what did you do before we had phones?
I keep thinking this. No.
What did we do?
I mean, it wasn't even that long ago, man. It was only about 10 years ago when iPhones came out, probably less than that.
Yeah, but I suppose when phones first came out and you had text and calls, that wasn't too bad.
No, it wasn't
because you
couldn't do anything.
Yeah,
it was like when the iPhone came out.
If you're knocking about with your mates, or when you start old enough to go to the pub, that was still before all that.
Yeah.
So that was still. You must have just talked more. I'm struggling to remember.
My phone used to stay in my pocket.
Yeah.
I used to have Nokia N95, like the little flip phone. I used to love it.
Yeah.
Just because
did you ever get that thing like a little dongle that would not attach to, but it just hang on the phone, and it used to do a little flashy thing
before you got a call.
Before the call came in, and you're like, I'm gonna get. How did you know? No,
that noise.
That.
That noise. I used to have it on. You used to see it through your telly and stuff like that.
That noise. I remember when a school trip in the late 90s when phones must have been. Someone must have had one. And it was coming through the speakers on the bus.
Someone's phone's gonna ring.
It just kept going off. But no one knew what it was. No one could figure it out. They stopped the bus, so they were trying to take the panels off the thing. No one knew it wasn't until about 4 years later when someone had a phone and it was doing it through a little speaker on the TV. I was going, that's what it was, because I had nightmares after that fucking noise. The whole holiday, I was like, oh my gosh, make it stop.
And now it's a consideration. As soon as we came in, better turn our phones off then.
Yeah.
But would it pick up on this?
You don't think twice?
But would it pick up on this though?
It has done occasionally.
Sometimes. I don't know if it's a phone or not. Sometimes.
Yeah, we can't. It just comes and goes occasionally. But generally, no. It's not too bad. Well, it's been better since we've upgraded all the equipment. That helped.
Yes. Absolutely.
But yeah, that used to be... We used to communicate better than we did. But that's part of the reason why I like doing this, because it involves...
It's face to face.
Just this. This is the longest we've ever spoken.
Yeah, definitely. Been to see your band loads.
I know. But we've always like got to go, or we've always got stuff to do, or
it's
you're
always
playing as well.
Like, that's it.
Great gig, great job.
Yeah, gotta go and get ready.
You have the same conversations pretty much every time you see them.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
All right, see you next week. Yeah,
it's hard, and I knew that I knew people like you I got on with, but like this is why I wanted to do this. And I remember, do you remember like my?
Right, we get along as well, don't we?
Kind of. But do you remember me when I started this in my kitchen, getting you guys around, and you didn't really understand what is this? Why are we what?
Yeah, it was a bit weird.
But initially it was for the band because I thought it'd be something different.
Oh, that was right. Yeah, because we had like a D&M gaming page and everything set up.
Yeah, I was just trying different things.
I was like, Mark, we can barely get together for practice at the best of times. Never mind, it would be great. Yeah, I remember that.
But this would have been the perfect, because some bands have started to do that now, and celebrities would have their own podcasts and stuff as well. But just having conversations like this, it's like very rare that you do it, isn't it? Without someone's on the phone or.
Well, going back to what did we do before phones? I had a conversation with someone the other day. What did we do before sat navs? Now
that was a hard slog.
Like maps, yeah.
Print out instructions.
Or off Google Maps on the thing. All the.
I've got to go
turn
to
left,
Island first.
Follow the M6 for 40 miles and turn off at junction 31. You just have to follow it like that. Or before that, a map.
Yeah.
I remember going to Alton Towers with my dad, and he would like drive and say, right, when I was about 13, 14, right, you're going to navigate, you're going to get us there, I'm just going to do whatever you say. I was like, oh my god. Got us to Alton instead of Ollerton instead of Alston, where Alton Towers was, but it wasn't too far away. So but that's when I realised that was when I realised I was like,
yeah, we're knackered with it.
What if you like you got instructions to go to someone's house in the middle of nowhere? Like, how the stress of like getting lost.
We used to go on holiday in the south of France, and my dad used to drive from Cromlington to some little village in the south of France on maps. You think, and back with stops on the way. We'll go and check this out. How do you know where that is?
I know, it's like now that skill's not required because you just type anything. But
exactly.
There. Oh, there's traffic here, so you want to go this way. All right, fine, thanks.
I found a faster route for you.
Yeah, my first couple of years in having a car, I had the big AA road map, and you're like, right, and then they brought a new edition out, I better get that one, and then after a few years it's gone damp and it's in the back of the car. I don't need it anymore. I just threw it out. But
I'm glad for the smartphone version as well, because we used to have a TomTom.
Yeah, sat-navs are gone. Sat-nav's gone because
when you they never changed the
car
roads.
or your phone.
That's it. But they never updated. I never done the updates. So you'd be driving down the A1 and be like, I'm not in the field.
Yeah, things are in the field now. What's going on?
I can't turn left. If I turn left, I die.
Oh my god, we're in the river.
Make a U-turn.
You're the boss.
Then there was the fad of like getting the celebrity voices for your sat nav.
Oh yeah, the Yoda one was
which
ace.
Was like for 5 minutes though.
Yeah,
you're like, God, turn this off. But yeah,
I even tried the Australian one on my phone. I was like, this has got to go. This has got to go.
There's like Gordon Ramsay ones or Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I could probably have the Ramsay one. Like
two left, sucker.
It must be impersonators.
It could be. Yeah. It's the equivalent of like them getting like cover bands to in supermarkets where they get bands to cover famous songs rather than actually
Morgan
paying
Freeman one would be good. Like,
that'd be really relaxing.
Yeah,
you've totally fucked up.
You've made a wrong turn. You've made a wrong turn, but don't worry about it. Just turn off at the next one. Go back. Okay, Morgan. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for that.
Stress free. Where you get someone like Gordon Ramsay. What the fuck are you done?
Well, can you imagine Gordon Ramsay actually sitting through all of that to do all the voiceover? You've got to be kidding, right?
Yeah,
we need you to say left words 100 times.
Did you not see the thing he done with Gino?
Can you go up at the end this time? Left.
Did you see the thing he done with Gino when they went on this holiday thing in a camper van?
I saw a bit of it.
It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Like Gino Gino just winds him up, and like Gordon's he's gone. Like
I love Gino.
I mean, Gino comes up at this hill, catches the bottom of the bus, dead in the centre, and just gets out and walks away. Like, it's okay, we just leave it.
That's Italian. That's Italian.
Yeah. I think we were about 5 miles from where they were needed the base. We'll just leave it. Gordon's like, what the fuck? What the actual fuck?
I love the way he pronounces his words. He changes English words as well. Like he doesn't like
he does that on purpose.
What was the one where he's like, not toad in the hole? He's like, no, it's sausage in the hole. It sounds better.
Sausage in the hole. You take the sheets.
One sheet. But yeah, I love stuff like that. But I mean, like, we are very reliant on technology now. Like, I don't think we quite like when you have a power cut.
Well, I do think we realise it. Like, you know,
a lot of people don't. I realise it when we have a power cut, and I think of something to do. Oh, I need power for that. I need power for that. What do I do? What can I do?
You haven't got a charger.
Yeah, I think you surrendered to it, really, aren't you? You know, I do personally quite know how much technology influences our life, but it's just like, well.
Whereas a band as well, you kind of need a lot of this stuff now for the band. Even things like Facebook, you need it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that is true. But the other side of the scale, have you seen these in like Los Angeles? They've got like a lane down a pavement for people who are on their phones.
Really?
Yeah. Because people walking into each other who aren't watching where they're going because they're on the phone.
Is it like one way?
Like a cyclist's path, but on the pavement.
Wow.
Yeah, one way, I think.
I believe
if you go in there and you're not on your phone, you get a fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a bus lane.
How would they know they're on their phone?
Yeah.
Exactly. I've bumped into people who've been on their phone. It's just like
people
have been knocked over.
I've been the bumpy.
Stupid. You've what?
Well, I've been the bumpy. Oh, sorry, mate.
Yeah.
Totally looking at my phone.
That Pokemon Go thing came out. People
that was
stopping
nuts.
their things on the bloody dual carriageway.
People are like running across. It's like dash cam footage. Like people
Pokemon
slamming their brakes up. There's a guy going trying to catch
You're 53 years old. You don't need Pikachu.
That came and went, didn't it? That was all over the news. Then just gone. That's the latest.
I downloaded it and was like, oh. Nah.
Because you have to leave the house to do it.
Well, I look for hacks. I was like,
that was their saving grace, the fact that it got people out and about. Yeah. But in the middle of the night, walking in.
But I think it was also it was also the nail in the coffin, though, wasn't it? Really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was looking for
kids
hacks.
out late at night as well.
They should have had a thing on like
you were looking for
a dual carriageway. You don't put things on a dual carriageway.
No.
Hacks.
Oh,
so,
right.
If you've got a ceiling fan, if you need to cover 5 miles in one day. I could just strap my phone onto that.
It's like cheating at your Fitbit.
Boom! I've got an egg. I've
got
an egg.
I've had that thought. I know. I'll put my Fitbit on my dog. 20,000 steps.
That's it. Right.
It doesn't work.
All right. Okay.
Because the dog goes.
That's it. Showing it off.
Yeah. But I don't know. I like they brought out the rebranded the Nokia 3310. Did you see that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
To make it a bit more, pretty much the same, but it just looked better.
Well, I bet the battery lasts a fucking
year.
now.
A month. Because now it's like barely a day. Like you
still got Snake.
Yeah. They've revamped all the games and they're obviously full colour screens. But it's just like people, they were sold really well. Obviously, old people, it's the perfect phone for them because it's just text.
So you'd get someone like our age going, "Oh, I've got to have that phone," but they'd have the iPhone as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
of course.
I've got to have that, but I've got to have my iPhone as well.
Yeah.
Have the iPhone with the 8310 app.
There's an app for everything now, isn't there?
Yeah. See this Snake
on my 3310 on my iPhone.
Yeah. that weird baby blue one. Yeah, that sort of off. Duck egg blue. Yeah, that's the one I had.
Did you both spend a lot of time in your apps? Because I know iPhones tell you how much screen time you've used. Have you looked,
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Yeah, I spend quite a lot of time on my phone. Like,
I'm less than I used to be because sometimes I make sure I don't use my phone. Like a lot of time, if I take the dogs out, I don't take my phone. Whereas because those times when I'm stood there on my phone with the dogs, I'm like, I'm here for the dogs, not my phone. I can do that when I get back. There's nothing really important that I really need to do.
Tracking your
when I'm making me dinner.
Yeah.
I went and made dinner before and it was kind of dying. I was like, I have to have charger upstai's.
But then we'll be separated.
Well, yeah. What if it rings?
What if it needs me?
What if there's a notification on Facebook? Like, what want to do?
Oh, that's the other thing. I've started putting on silent when I get home.
Because
a lot of the notifications are not important.
Well, these love to talk loads in the chat, and I go like a bed about.
It's because he goes to bed at 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I do.
That's because he's wise.
I go to bed at 8 o'clock, so I just like flick it up, put that little moon on, just no notifications. Wake up, 50 new notifications.
I mean, that's
catch up in the morning.
No, but they're all like band chat, and I'm like, oh, that's 50 messages I've got to get through now.
We were the same, but I just try to like. If it's not something that's we're dealing with, like needs to be done right now, then I can wait till the morning. Yeah, it's fine. It's just trying to train yourself to get. Otherwise, if you find yourself just scrolling and you think, what am I doing? I'm just wasting time here.
Very conscious of that. Just like
going through Facebook and just.
I've seen that post.
Yeah,
I've seen that one, and I'm just like, Fucking go make a cup of tea.
I'm not doing anything useful here.
Showing you something from like 5 days ago, and you're like, I've definitely seen that 5 days.
Yeah, it does that sometimes.
Why is it doing that? It's because you've scrolled through that many times already.
But sometimes it does. Sometimes it does do that. I think, why is it? But why do I care?
Yeah,
there's not really that much important that goes on it anymore.
It's very impressive though, Facebook. You know, very very impressive. And what I'd be interested to see how long it lasts. I wonder if it'd ever be in the zone of MySpace. Do you remember MySpace? Oh fucking hell, yeah, MySpace. Jeez, yeah. Facebook. How long's it been going? It's got to be like
10,
12
11,
years.
12.
2007 was its breakout year.
Yeah, I mean,
But the only thing with MySpace was it did have a lot of flaws even before something better came along. Like it was slow. You know, when people used to put all the plugins on it, it was slow and it wasn't the best. Facebook was just something better. So unless you could come up with something better, but you've got Instagram, you've got Twitter, you've got all the other variations of it. I don't know if it'll ever be replaced. Like, and you've got over 1 billion people on it now. It's not like it's.
I know. Well, this is it. It's like, It's
like what was it like? 17% of the planet's on Facebook.
Jesus.
1.2 billion or 1.5 billion people.
It's probably the word that's used more
than
okay and Coke. They are the two words that everyone
It's a phenomenon is what it is.
Yeah, it's very impressive. But it's a scourge at the same time. You hate yourself. You're like, I use Facebook, but then at the same time, like, oh my God, I use Facebook.
I waste my time on Facebook. But there is a lot of self-discipline about it, though. You can use it in the right way, like for band stuff.
Well, this is it. I mean, I don't feel as guilty or as bad for the amount of time I spend on Facebook. I mean, I might just be justifying it to myself, I don't know. But the fact that I'm in 2 bands and it just justifies my screen time.
I mean, it's like keep in touch with people that you don't see anymore, old friends, family. That's all great. It's just like the scrolling just.
See, I just started hiding the nonsense. You know, if you just post nonsense all the time, like I'll just hide it.
Do you know you see some people people quit Facebook because I can't be bothered with all the bullshit. I'm like, but you created your own Facebook.
Your timeline of bullshit is right there.
Yeah,
for
but like
everybody
you're saying,
to see.
you can I don't want to hear from that person. Just mute them.
Yeah.
And that won't come up anymore. Or
Well,
delete people who you don't give a shit about anymore.
Yeah.
Then you have your own people who you care.
Have a good friends call.
Or pages that you've liked. Like, I've started doing that now loads. Unlike why I don't even remember.
Has anyone else been getting this thing? Like I'm scrolling through and something will come up from a page and I'm like, there's no fucking way I like that page.
Yeah. There's been a lot of that. Either it's sponsored or there's something going on where I've had that.
Yeah,
definitely.
well, I've actually went on the page and it looks like I've liked it. The blue thumbs there. I'm like, I definitely didn't like that.
Sometimes it's when you authorize an app, or you know the option to log in using Facebook rather than have to type stuff in. That sometimes does it. When you click OK, that's kind of what you're agreeing to. But
does me
that's how they get you.